like this and you touch the center, watch what happens to the pepper right now. All right, so this is how you do the pepper and water trick. Very simple. You do get normal pepper. See? Now here's the secret part, all right? And it's not the Chihuahua. It's this. Shocked, see? It's soap. So what you do, you don't eat the soap, you put a little bit on the edge of your finger. Just enough that you can't really see it, okay? So what happens is, you obviously don't show your hand out this way. We just keep it together like that. The soap's thick enough. You don't even need this much on it. The more you have, the quicker it goes, but it dissipates. As soon as the soap touches the top of the water, it shoots the pepper to the sides. All right, so you have someone look at the water, you put the pepper in like I did, and then you show your hands empty like this. You put your hands down, and you put the pointer finger in, and it should shoot right to the sides. Because all the soap sits on the top of the water, pushes the pepper to the side. And there you have it, the pepper and water trick. Watch very carefully. Run these two fingers. You go 1, 2, 3. And it jumps, just like that. Now, how to do the actual trick. You take this is a normal elastic band. I would get one that's about this size. You want it to be really tight around your fingers, not loose, or it's not going to snap over, all right? So here's what we're going to do, all right? You take this, you pull this back. Now, what you do is you pull it forward to show it's on the two fingers. When you pull it back, you curl your fingers down. Here's what happens. When you pull it back towards you, you curl all 4 fingers into a fist like this, and you rest the elastic band around your fingernails. So it sits there, okay? But from the front, it looks like it's only on 2. So this part, don't show your audience. If you do, it's not as impressive. Just a suggestion. So you start like this, so there's 2 here, all right? So now you go 1, 2, 3, and all you do is don't pull your fingers out of it, because naturally some people want to pull them out of the elastic. You just open it, you flip the whole thing over, just like that. See what I'm doing? So when you do that, it exactly jumps to the other 2 fingers. There's the elastic band trick for you. Good luck. You take 1 peanut here, and you eat it. 1 gone. You put 1 in your hand. You put 2 in your hand. Keep it closed. Snap your fingers, and magically, all 3 peanuts come out. Want to learn it? Here's how it works. The trick is, you have 3 peanuts, and then you secretly have a 4th peanut. All right, so that's how many you need. So whether you're using Lifesavers, peanuts, mints, gummy bears, whatever you want to use, always 4. So this one you hide in your right hand. If you're left-handed, hide it in your left hand. There's a thing called a finger palm, which means you can hide something like that and it looks natural. Just make sure the other hand's similar. So it's just sitting there. Okay, I wouldn't advise opening it like that before the performance because it's just not as impressive. So, 3 fingers this way, and you're ready to go, all right? This one you pick up with this hand, you put it in your mouth, and you obviously eat it. If you're allergic to peanuts and you still want to use peanuts, put it in your pocket or somewhere else. You don't have to eat it. Eating it, though, I like it because it shows that it's actually gone forever, supposedly. So, eat it, it's gone. Then with this one, you pick this up, you toss it in your hand. I'm going to turn my hand sideways so you can see what happens on the side. This is not the way to perform it, but I want to show you. So you drop 1 in your hand. Okay? Come up, pick the second one up. When you do this and drop the second one in your hand, you open up this hand, and it drops the 3rd one in, and you close your hand. And by doing this, you make basically a curtain with your fingers so you can't see what happens. Say you say stop right there. It's free choice. It has no bearing on it. They look at the card, so memorize the card. Have a look at it, all right? You have them place the card on top of the deck, all right? You take the deck and you put it behind your back, all right? You go, you know what? You're not supposed to do magic behind your back. Let me ask you a question. Is this your card? And they usually go, no, because it probably is. Oh, it's too bad. Your card was the 6 of hearts. Oh my God, how do you do that? Well, I'm going to tell you. So here's how it works, all right? You haven't picked a card again. So they stop there, they pick a card, you memorize the card. All right, this one happens to be the 6 of spades, ironically. You haven't placed it on top. You put this behind your back. When it's behind your back, use both hands. When you get really good, you can use 1 hand, but right now you can use 2 because you're just learning. You put it behind your back, it's on top. Behind your back, you turn the card over. And then you bring it around in front again. But when you bring it around in front, make sure you don't flash the top, their card. Really bring it around with the bottom of the deck. And here's what happens. When you bring that around, you ask them, is this your card? This is the bottom of the deck. When you're asking them, is this your card, you're just showing the bottom of the deck because their card's flipped over. You're looking at it. Now, when you do say, is this your card, they're going to say no. And you go, oh man, I thought it was close. Put it back behind your back. You flip the card over again. All All right, now you bring it out forward. When you bring it out forward, cut the deck in half right away, because some people will try to grab that card and see if it's still there. If you cut it in half and bring it forward like that, you already know what the card is. If they grab this, they know it's not their card, not that it really matters. But then I go, do you want to shuffle it? Because you already know what the card is. You know it's 6 spades. And there's so many different ways of revealing the card. You can do what I did. Sometimes I'll go here, I'll look for your card. What was your card? It was a 6 of spades. And go, yeah. And as you're doing it, they don't realize you just told them their card, and they do. It's kind of funny. The other idea is you can go, hey, there's a fingerprint on one of these cards. And if I take my glasses off, I can actually see fingerprints because you left a fingerprint. You can do this and pretend you already know. All you're waiting for is to see the 6 of spades and say it's their card. There's so many different ways to go about that. And he said, oh, I actually have $1. And they got me. So here's how it works. They're obviously linked, and they're not special paper clips. You can use any paper clips. The bigger the paper clip, the better it is to see them visually. You can use a $1 bill, a $100 bill. Just use, or you can cut a piece of paper if you don't have any money. Just use a piece of paper. Now you take this. Now watch carefully, all right? And if you don't get this first time, just play it back, because it's kind of confusing when you first try to watch it. Hold the $1 bill in front of you. Then you fold it to the right, but don't crease it. Just fold it over. And fold it over about 1/3 of the way. Say it's about 1/3. Not really half, but 1/3. And then take one paper clip, and you place the paper clip right on top. You slide it down. But keep it somewhat to the right of the edge of it. You see that? So it sits right there. Then take this and fold it back over. All right? Fold it back over the left edge. So it makes an S, see? Now this is important. This paper clip only goes on the middle and the front piece, not this side piece. All right? So it doesn't go on this piece. It just goes on the middle and the front. Just like that. See? This is really important because a lot of people will clip this back piece and it won't work. So this one's on the front and the middle, and this one's on the middle and this front. So the way this works is you grab both tabs. Don't grab the bottom because it'll turn in like this, because there's a lot of pressure on these two. Grab the top corners. And what they do is when you pull these like this with this motion, they'll actually link on themselves. You have to give it a little pull. The great thing is though, you don't want to pull it too lightly because then you'll see it happen. You want to give it a little snap and they'll actually fly in the air. And if you want to really annoy people, you can actually turn to them and shoot at them. I don't advise that. So you pull it like this and they'll come together. See how they're coming together? And they actually link, and then if you snap it, it'll pop in the air. And sometimes you can actually catch it in the air like that. And they link. And there you go. That's the trick. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing for about 20 years of my life. And all of a sudden comes along a beautiful girl paperclip. There are thousands and thousands of card tricks out there. Placed around these two fingers like that. See? Now it's around these two, just like that.